What is going on? Brian Carroll here at PowerXStrength.com HQ, coming to you from beautiful Jacksonville, Florida. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about the McGill Big Three and regressions and progressions. But what I'm going to focus on today is talking about regressions. There's a lot of dispute on the forums and such about the McGill Three and when they're applicable, when they're not. Depending on who you ask, that's the answer you're going to get, okay? It's all over the place. So let me give you my thoughts. I'm not speaking for Dr. McGill. I'm only speaking for myself. Every time I do an interview, every time I do a video, every time I coach someone, I am speaking for myself and my interpretations, okay? So I just want that to be clear first and foremost. So with that said, some people, depending on the type of back injury they have, especially if it's really acute, they have a lot of neural pain and such. They're lit up down the leg, into the foot, into the toes. A lot of the time, it's not appropriate for them to do anything. So the problem lies when they see, okay, the McGill Big Three, they don't understand the context of the McGill Big Three. It isn't just to create pain-free athletes. It's actually to bolster the core. It doesn't actually remove the pain. What you have to do is remove the cause. So a lot of the time, the Big Three is not appropriate for you. And I think that's one big misunderstanding that the people that really like to go after McGill, they like to do. And I see it all the time. They take the McGill Big Three out of context and they think that the McGill Three equals the McGill method. Okay, the McGill Big Three equals the McGill method. That's not true. So sometimes the Big Three will be the worst thing that someone can do. Not the worst, but you know what I mean. A totally inappropriate exercise for them. A lot of the time when someone's back injured, as talked about in Back Mechanic, they need to just do nothing. Find things that soothe their pain. Find things that remove it. Go through Back Mechanic and do the assessment and go see the exercises that Dr. McGill recommends depending on your injury. That's why I don't really appreciate or like the one-size-fits-all exercises to do, including the Big Three. Just telling everyone randomly to do the McGill Big Three can be problematic, just like some people say just go do the reverse hyper. There's times when both of those are not appropriate. Now, I will say that being the bird dog is not loaded, it's a lot safer, in my opinion, than someone who's wound up doing the reverse hyper compared to the bird dog. But I just wanted to put that analogy out there. Every exercise is a tool. Some people do very well with the McGill Big Three right out of the gate. Other people have to regress and do nothing for a period of time. So whenever someone says the McGill Three doesn't work or it didn't fix my pain, it's not what it's meant to do. It's meant to bolster the core along with the spine-sparing program that you read about in Back Mechanic and how we walk you through in Gift of Injury. So I hope that makes sense to everybody. With that said, in Back Mechanic, Stu clearly gives you out appropriate regressions throughout the book for the bird dog, for the side plank, for the curl up. Ways that you can do them on a chair or on the wall or modified. There's a bunch of different ways that you can do these exercises if shoulders or hips or just flat out back pain is too much for you to get started. Some people can't get on and off the floor. So if you tell them to go do the McGill Big Three, you're setting them up to fail. So each exercise, each prescription, each program has to be custom fitted for that client or patient's needs. You can't just blindly incorporate the things that you see me give or me coach people on and just say, okay, well, it worked for Brian. Now I'm going to do the exact same thing. Now, I'm not saying there's not a theme to what we do when we work with patients and clients, but every injury is unique and every injury is going to need to be treated just the same. Thank you. Thank you so much for watching today. Please subscribe, like, and share if you enjoyed this video, and have a wonderful day.